The most amazing thing happened to me yesterday, okay? I just got back from vacation and randomly I get the cha-ching sound from my phone, which is pretty common. Well, not too common, but when I get it, I'm like, oh, you know, I got an order. And my first thought is someone bought an art print. Come to my surprise, I opened up the app and it was not an art print. No, baby, I was thinking little when I should have been thinking big, okay? I opened it up and realized that someone purchased 2 of my original paintings and 2 of the ones that I love so much. I'm gonna show you guys, okay? This one was like one of my first paintings of saying that I want to start some of my original paintings. And I painted before, of course, prior to, but I never sold anything. So when I decided to start my journey of selling my original paintings, this was one of the designs that I came up with, and I fell in love with this painting. And originally I was like, I don't think I ever want to sell it. But when you decide to be an artist who sells their art, you gotta not hold on to everything. And I know that one day I'll make something just as good or maybe better. But yeah, this is her. It's called Shape, and it's just a representation of the different shapes women have, you know? So they bought that one and I was just like, you know? And the next one they got the Fool. Now, backstory on this, I actually drew this year. The Shape one I drew or painted in 2023, end of 2023. This one was painted the beginning of 2024. And I created this one. Well, I had like a rough sketch of the design already in my iPad. And I was gonna have a whole different color scheme with this. She was gonna be like you know, skin tone color, you know, regular colored hair, nothing funky. But when I finally decided to paint her, it was actually when I got laid off from my job. And the same day I came home after being laid off, and I went straight to my art room and I said, I'm just gonna paint whatever comes to mind. I'm gonna use the colors that I want, because I just felt so calm. And I've never felt so calm in a situation that should be like, oh my gosh, you know, like I was really calm, and I just embraced and accepted what was to come, because I knew there was nothing I can do to change it. So instead of like over analyzing it or it causing me to have anxiety, I really went within and just became so present. And I was just like, wow, like, yeah, I was laid off, but I know I'm gonna be okay. Like something in me just told me I'm gonna be okay. And look where I am today. I got a new job and I'm still selling my art. And I've sold the very thing that I painted to let me know that I was gonna be okay. Like the irony of this is amazing. So what I'm gonna be doing today is just wrapping these up and saying my farewells to my beautiful paintings and getting them to their new owner. I have some, what is this? Let me show you. So I have some, I got this from Staples. It's just bubble wrap. I got some of this, and I also have, listen, we save boxes around here, okay? I got some of this. I'm going to wrap this around the paintings first, tape them, and then bubble wrap them over it, because I don't know, in this Georgia heat, putting plastic over a painting, I'm just scared it might melt. So I just want to like wrap it with some cardboard paper first. Let's say our farewells, shall we? So I just chopped up my certificate of authentication, and I'm going to sign 2 of them, one for Shape and one for the Fool. And I'm just going to stick that into the back of the canvas before wrapping them. So let me do that real quick. Okay, I have them completed. I am going to start with wrapping up shape first, but I really just wanted to take this time to also just like celebrate this. This is big, and this is something that the beginning of the year me was like hyper obsessing over. Like I wanted so badly just to be a full-time artist. Like, and since diving into my spiritual journey even more this year after the beginning of this year and just going so hard on it, like that's what I thought my spiritual journey needed for me to push myself. And it does, like, don't get me wrong, it does. But I realized now that I was so focused on the future and wanting it so badly, like that's all I would think about. And since starting my journey, reading The Power of Now, and currently on a new earth, and just diving into getting out into nature, making sure I'm present in the process of creating, so I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing, not just excited for the outcome, what it will look like in the end. Like I want to have fun creating. Like, yes, the end result is beautiful, but it's the buildup of everything, of the entire process. That's what makes it beautiful. So stepping back from being so hyper focused on, oh, I just have to do this by this year, and if not, I failed, is such a bad, first of all, that's such a bad mindset to have, because what if you don't make it? Then you're really gonna feel like you failed, one. And two, you never know where life will take you or what will happen. So I went to the store to get groceries so I could cook dinner tonight, and I saw some Prosecco, and I was like, you know what? Elle deserves some Prosecco. Like, this is a celebration. I'm just so thankful, so blessed, so excited to have someone have my art on display in their home. Like, that's so amazing. Knowing that there is someone in this world who has my original painting hanging up, and as I make more and more people buy, I want to touch the world with my art. Like, I just want everyone to see my art in their homes. Like, I don't care about being like the most famous artist. I never cared about that. I just want the people who love my art to find me and be so attached to my art that they just have to get it in their home. That's all I want, you know? But I'm just living in the moment each step of the way, each day. I'm just doing my best, living in the present and not getting trapped up in my thoughts, because one thing I am is a dreamer. And if you're a dreamer, you know exactly what I mean by this. We are constantly daydreaming of, oh, like when I have this, and like you could be doing anything. You could be at work, you could be chilling, about to go to bed, and you just want to dream. Like, you just want to have basically a make-believe in your head of what your life will be like once you reach this goal, you know? So in my head, I'm just like, oh, when I'm a full-time artist, I'm gonna be able to create freely. I get to wake up and make my own schedules. I can garden. I can play guitar, because I'm trying to get into guitar. I'm actually looking at guitars now, but I want to play guitar. I want to crochet. I want to do pottery. I just want to be creating freely, and I want to be outside. That's me daydreaming. But living present, I'm just like, I have a lot right now that is going amazingly for me. My job is amazing. Coworkers are awesome. Husband's amazing. We have our own home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already blessed. And to constantly be daydreaming and fantasizing on the future that may or may not happen is crazy, when the present right now is so amazing. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is my present right now. Okay, like, this is my present. I am selling, or I sold 2 paintings and I am wrapping them up. Like, this is the dream. I need to live now. Like, this is amazing. Like, no daydreaming right now. This is amazing.
trying to mess this up.
So I have this one wrapped up. I'm gonna take it to UPS tomorrow during my lunch break and have them box it up and ship it. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video, one, to document my first ever original painting sale, but to also like encourage all my other artists, all my creatives out there to just live in the present, okay? Because as someone who was hyper focused on seeing all these other artists blow up on social media and people are buying their original art for thousands upon thousands of dollars, and then me personally not getting no original sales. Like, yes, I did blow up and I got a lot of art print sales. It's dwindling down now, and out of nowhere I get my first original painting sale. Like, so live in the present, okay? Because great things happen to you when you are enjoying your process. When you are so wrapped up into just living in the moment, creating in the moment, and you're creating left and right and just enjoying life in every aspect, great things come to you. When it comes to manifesting or praying about the things that you want in life, a lot of times when you're hyper focused on those things that you want, subconsciously you're doubting yourself. You might say, oh, I really want this so bad, and you're constantly thinking about it and you want it so bad, and you don't think you're necessarily like, you think it's a positive of thinking about it so much, but in turn your subconscious could be like, well, what if I don't get it? And you're eating away at that, and that's not good, because those are manifestations too. And that's why it's so important to like live in the moment, because you're not focused on, oh, I have to get my goal, and have that some subconscious mind doubting you, saying, well, what if I don't get it? Are you even good enough? And your imposter syndrome is like beating your, I don't think I can cuss, but beating your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's beating you up. Today is not a good talking day. I apologize, but imposter syndrome is real. And it's because we are constantly in our heads thinking. And the thinking may not even start off bad. It could be positive, but we'll get wrapped up into the negative way more than the positive. We might start off like, oh, I want this, and it could quickly turn into, but what if I don't get it? What if I'm not good enough? What if nobody likes what I create? What if I amount to nothing? And that'll continue to like play in your head over and over again. So to all my creatives, get out of your head, okay? I am speaking from experience. Get out of your head, enjoy the process, and love the moment. Or like, remember why you create to begin with. There is not an artist out there that I know who created for the people. Originally, they started off as a kid, finger painting, enjoying the process, and loving what they created. It wasn't until the ego came in and you got recognition from friends, from family saying, wow, you're so good, that you started to seek validation from the outside instead of validating yourself by just loving the process. It doesn't matter what you're creating, just love the process. I'm not gonna hold you too long because clearly I am not able to speak properly today. I think it's because I'm really excited about all of this that's happening, that my words are jumbling up and I can't speak as fast as I'm thinking right now. I'm gonna wrap up this last painting off camera, but to all my creatives, remember, just stay true to yourself and live in the moment.